Greatest podcasters in the fucking building. You know why I'm the greatest podcaster ever to walk this planet, be on this building? Because I just show up and do it every day. I talk what I fucking see. I talk what I hear. I ain't out here flogging and flaking like most of these cat boys. And as long as you ain't flogging and flaking, man, you're going to be successful in life. That's 99% of the game. All right, get this off to the Twitter sphere. All right. So, Apex, man, he was down bad, nigga. He was hurt. I've been hurt this past week. Yeah, man, one of the things I'm starting to realize as I get older, and this is what really hurts me more, is that as I get older, I begin to understand like how to play the games of like relationships, how to play the money game, how to play the health and fitness game, how to play the education and wisdom game. I'm just acquiring so much like information, and I'm getting so good at being able to perceive and decipher shit that it's like I'm speeding through like Sonic, man. I'm too quick, too fucking fast. And one of the things I want to talk about today is we got a big problem in America, man. America's in shambles, man. The West is in shambles. Contrary to popular belief, we got a whole lot of hollow people. I talked about this in the last stream, last live. I talked about the light and the hollow people. And most of these niggas, they ain't gonna understand because most niggas is hollow people. But for those that got a little bit of light, I'm trying to put that ember in you, so that ember ends up like making you a little bit brighter and shine a little bit better. But what I realized was, man, most people are starting relationships off in the wrong way. And I came to this conclusion because I've been on the Twitter sphere and I saw people talking about women getting mad that men are asking for paternity tests. And as a man, I side with the women. I'm right there with the women. I would be mad as fuck too. Here's the thing. We gotta look at the relationship. How did the relationship start off? How did the relationship start off to the point where now you think you have to, now, as your woman has birthed and pushed out a fucking baby, you're so unsure that it's your child that you have to go ask for a paternity test. And yeah, she's gonna be hurt. You know why she's gonna be hurt? Because she's like, what the fuck? You probably didn't like, because here's the thing, once again, we gotta go back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning of the relationship. How many, if you can raise your hands, ain't nobody in the motherfucker right now, but how many people have actually ever did a sexual screening with their partner? Probably zero. Most of you niggas just going raw and just hope for the best. That's what most of you niggas is doing. So she's looking like you were simping, you were tricking, you were lying, you were manipulative, you did all this stuff to get some ass, to get some pussy. And now when the bill's due, and now it gets real, now you want to try to see if you can skirt responsibility by asking for a paternity test. Because most of the time, if you're asking a woman for a paternity test, you're trying to do it so you can hope that the baby's not yours. So we're just going to keep it a stack. You're going to keep it a stack. You hoping the baby's not yours. That's why you ask for the paternity test, because you don't trust this bitch. And why would you not trust her? And why would you not trust her? It's not because of what women do. It's because how you got her. Because you realize, man, I didn't get her on no truth, on man essence, on prosperity and peace and being the light. And I got her on some manipulative, and I was just fucking on her. And now we ended up pregnant. And I really don't want the baby, but I don't know how to ask. I didn't want to get asked for abortion because you were going to use that against me. So my last hoorah, my last Hail Mary is I'm going to throw out here a fucking paternity test in hopes that the baby's not mine, so that I can skirt all the responsibility and be like, I dodged a clean one. That's how most niggas are thinking. Because I'm looking at the situation, it's like, brother, if you really locked in with your girl, really locked in, and y'all really doing this family thing, bro, you already know if she's trustworthy or not. She would have proved it. She would have proved that she's not trustworthy. Women don't just start pretending like they're trustworthy out of nowhere. A woman's going to show you exactly how she feels about you up front. She's going to put it out there. It is up for you to be able to read the signs and figure out what's going on. But a lot of you niggas are so thirsty, so boot hungry, that you guys don't look at the real signs in the matter. And a lot of you guys don't build a friendship. You guys don't build an actual relationship with your girl. Most of you niggas are just out here Oh my god, that's a fucking deer that got smacked, nigga. Ooh. Yeah, most of you guys are not actually building your relationship upon like friendship, upon being better, being good human beings to each other that happen just to be male and female. Like, you're supposed to be a leader, supposed to be like a father figure, like the light. And I think a lot of people ain't understanding what I mean by the light, man. You gotta go back and read Kingdom. Where King Sai, he talked about what is man's nature. He said man's nature is light. Man can be brought to darkness if he has the light. If somebody shows him the aura in a better way of existing, shows him a roadmap. See, Apex was hurt, nigga. I'm not gonna lie. I met a wonderful fucking lady. I would have fucking got down one knee, but I didn't trust her enough yet. And she showed the signs that I should have trusted, but I didn't trust it enough. Which really, from a logical perspective, it makes sense. But I gotta start. That's how deep the game is. Most women have zero trust there. When they throw it out to you, and if you don't bite right away and make a life out of it, they're like, okay. They try to not to risk the rejection. Women are very subtle about that shit. But like, one of the things I'm starting to realize is that you got to be able to identify and really be able to like start your relationship off on a good foot, which is not a drunken night of having sex or doing drugs. It's like really come and try and make her laugh, make her fucking smile, make her actually feel like a fucking human being for once, instead of a meat shield that you're just trying to fuck. Because this is supposed to be your partner, this is supposed to be your baby mama, this is supposed to be your wife, your the grandmother, all your fucking lineage. And she's supposed to be this great thing that helps produce your legacy and carry on like your family and maintain your household. Why are you treating her like shit? That's what most of you niggas do. So you're killing her self-esteem. Like, women already got low self-esteem to begin with. To begin with, they already got low self-esteem. Because they gotta look at guys and be like, man, guys have it way better. And every day they gotta look in the mirror and they see themselves getting older. They're not getting as much attention as they used to get. They're not really all that like how can I put it? They're not super good at like math and stuff. They try hard. Like, I love women because they try hard. But they just know that like they need a man. And they get a little bit envious. They got penis envy. They really wish they could be men because they see what how a lot of you guys act and behave. And you're just wasting your manhood. You're just wasting your essence of manness. And so you gotta come into the game, brother, and show her straight up, like, look, I am a man. I'm a leader. Don't lead with dick. Don't lead with money. Lead with leadership. As crazy and retarded that sounds, lead with leadership. Because what leadership does is it gives her a roadmap. It gives her a light to follow. And it puts you on the offensive. Now you're calling the plays, you're calling the shots, and you're making the play. And like now you're in the driving seat of the relationship. Most of you guys are coming into the relationship in the fucking defensive play. You guys are coming in trying to fucking get her approval, or you're coming in trying to get something from her. You gotta be like Jesus, nigga. Come as you are, and just follow and preach. Follow my gospel. Follow what I'm preaching out here to you. Don't come in with no ill. Like, listen, when I meet people, I'm not coming in with any type of fucking agenda, man. It's like I'm coming in like, hey, this is me. Are you rocking with it or are you not rocking with it? Let me know. And give them a chance to get the fuck out. And I promise you, most of the time, if you're really yourself and you behave like a man, 99% of the time, the woman's going to want to rock with you. Because they're starved for leadership. There's not too many men that are out here actually being leaders in today's society. A lot of guys like to pretend like they make money and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, it's not about money. It's not about your physical stature. It's about what's up here and what's in here. What are you like? What's your gospel? What's your testimony? What is your life? Most people ain't that. Most people are just simply not putting in the effort to build a stable relationship. And a stable relationship with anybody, but really with a woman. The primary stableness of a relationship is dependent upon you as a man. And you being able to establish your manhood and reestablish your manhood. and being able to understand yourself, so that way you can put her in position so she can find herself. Because she don't know, man. She really don't know. She's looking for guidance. She don't know, man. She needs directions. And see, now you niggas giving direction. That's why I said it's some bullshit to ask a woman for a paternity test, nigga. That's some straight horse shit. Horse shit bullshit. Because, nigga, if she was following your lead from the jump and you were giving orders and directions, she would already bought it. You would never have to worry about that type of thing. The only reason you don't believe that is because you know that you're out here food-gazing it. And you know how easy you tricked her and lied to her. And so what you're scared about is another dude tricked and lied, and now you're trying to get out the situation. That's most of you guys, most of you cats. But hey, man, retribution is a wonderful thing. And I believe men are going to pay. We're all going to pay. If you have not atoned for your sins and the bullshit that you have propagated throughout the rest of this last like 20, 30 years of society. Because listen, man, I'm telling you, women, they're looking for leaders. And when the jungle really breaks off, because right now, we're living in pre-jungle times. Jungle time is coming. I'm trying to tell you niggas right now, jungle time is coming. All it takes is some act of God, some natural event, and then we're going to see who's really who. We're going to really see where the women really go to. They're going to drop the whole act, and you're going to see the real nature of a woman come out, which is, where's the strongest guy, and how can I help him out so he takes care of me so I'm safe. Because right now, a lot of women, they feel safe. Like, they're kind of deranged. But for the most part, they got a job. They got their bills paid. They got coverage. They don't have to worry about too much of life. Like, they're probably a little bit sad and miserable. They don't know why they're sad and miserable. But overall, they really don't feel, like, scared. Now, when the scaredness really comes in, the real scariness, the real fucking, like, night goes cold, is when America starts to fucking break down the shambles, because we start descending into lawlessness. And we already seen this shit in Europe and Sweden, all these other places. Motherfucking immigrants are coming through, kicking niggas' doors in, raping, killing. We're starting to see that in America. We're starting to see this lawlessness in Chicago, LA, starting in San Francisco, where they just they fucked up royally. They started making all these dumbass laws to be civil for criminals for some reason. And now you're starting to see the descent into chaos where people just walk in grocery stores and take whatever the fuck they want to take. And they can't even do anything about it. And then if you combine that with the, say like a drought or a food shortage, with inflation, and you keep doubling down on some wild shit, at a certain point, there's a breaking point where the shit, like, there's a societal snap. And we're all going to feel it. COVID was the first one. COVID, when everybody felt a societal shift. We're like, holy shit, things are never going to be the same. Same thing with 9/11. People felt it in 9/11, where things were never going to be the same again. We felt it with COVID, and we're doomed for one more societal shift where it goes, in a bleak moment, we're going to feel everything just change. And I think, I can almost call it right now in Texas. I already know this one's coming in Texas. Texas, we're going to have another deep freeze over here in Austin and shit, where niggas gonna be locked in their house for like a week, 2 weeks. It's gonna get real civil, uncivil around this bitch. And see, that's when women are gonna start realizing, holy fuck, I need a man. Like, and then that's when I think we're gonna start seeing the change in society. When it gets to a point where like when citizens have to defend themselves against other citizens, or it's not even be the government. The government's not gonna be able to do anything. The government, like, little that you guys know, the government really doesn't got all that much power. The government it's largely an illusion. You are the government. Like, we talk about all these things about the laws and all this thing, but at the end of the day, the people are the government. So me and you, the people in this thing, if we decide to seize power, there's nothing stopping us from seizing power and running the country. Now, the matter of, is it a heavy risk? Yeah, it's a heavy risk. Are we really going to go out and do that? Probably not. It's too much work. I don't care enough. But government largely is a made-up institution, just the people's imagination that we all just kind of collectively buy into. But when acts of God, nature really comes up and rears his fucking head and shows you who the fuck his boss is, nigga, humans go back to the fucking animal, the jungle way. And see, I always been ready for the jungle. I chill in the jungle, nigga. I am the jungle. I don't take any worries about it. I look forward to it. Because then I know I'm going to be able to take over as king. It won't even be that hard. Too dangerous, too smart, too quick, too agile, too wise. Nigga, nobody stopped me. I'm going to take everybody. I'm taking all the women. Because they're going to know who to call when the shit gets real. And that's why, if you guys remember in COVID, there was a huge spike in divorces. You know why those huge spikes in the sport? You know why those huge spikes in divorces happen? A lot of women saw their men fucking cower, go into panic and fear mode, and were looking to her for leadership. And then she's looking at this nigga for leadership, and they didn't know what to do, so they went to the government for leadership. When the government tell you to go get this jab, now you got niggas falling out, side effects, all other types of shit, because motherfuckers didn't listen. And that's why secretly a lot of people want to go back to the COVID days, because they were happy being able to hide out in their houses. See, I think people really underestimate how cowardice the average human being is. The average human being is scared of free speech, nigga. They're scared of talking. They're scared of being known on the internet. And I look at it like, bro, you're known no matter where you go. I don't have any differentiation. Like, if you see me on the internet, or if you see me in real life, what's the fucking difference? Am I going to hide behind the internet? Why am I hiding behind the internet? It makes no logic. Oh, shit. But yeah, man, relationships, brother. Relationships. You guys got to start off on a better foot, man. We got to start starting relationships off as friends, as trying to figure out a mutual benefit that we can have from engaging with each other. That has nothing to do with sexual pleasure or even pleasure at all. It has to be with constructive building. That's the first step to making you and your girl really like be able to hit it off and be able to be like lovers, like long-term lovers and friends, and really build a relationship. Because when she can learn to see a man as a teacher, as an educator, as somebody who's helping her grow and change and develop, she then can find happiness. Because you're teaching her happiness. You gotta teach her a new way of happiness. Most girls' happiness is like they get out and they go fucking look for attention. That's a fucking like self-esteem thing, like once again, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, where a lot of women are they're just, they don't know how to be happy. They really don't. They need a man to teach them how to be happy. You guys think I'm lying to you, but that's why you have joy. Women will tell you, like, you were the light of my day. You were the moment that made me fucking excited. You made me like smile. You made me blush inside. That's the tingly feeling, not the sexual thing. That's fucking just natural raw thing. But the mind up here. Start teaching these women how to make them happy. But anyway, appreciate you for listening. I'm about to get back to fucking listening to my podcast, nigga. Football.